there are, sorry, I have a key. 7, right? 7 core values. It says patriotism, honesty, integrity, loyalty, sincerity, courtesy, and amiability. Personally, I think that I apply all of these in my daily life. Not because I think I'm a good person, but because I think it's pretty much of a basic fundamental thing that we have to do as, people and members of the community. For example, patriotism. In school, I'm one of the cadet officers, and we always practice patriotism, like respect to the flag, following rules, obeying the laws, and abiding by regulations and policies and all that. I think that's like part of being a patriotic person, and reflecting the symbols of your country for one. And then honesty. For example, personally, believe it or not, I don't cheat in class because for some reason I just don't cheat in class. Not because I'm a smart person, but because it really doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so I think honesty applies to that. How about integrity? Okay, integrity. I try to live by principles like all the time because I think it makes you, stand on some ground. It gives you like some sort of footing. And if you have something to stand on, you have something to fall for, and I think that's what integrity is all about, having principles to back you up. Loyalty. There are a few things that my loyalty resides on, like for example, loyalty to my family, loyalty to myself, and loyalty to my institution, the institution that I represent and I stand for. That would be our school, that would be the Corps of Cadets. And how do I apply loyalty? I think it's mostly by following following the rules, for example, and exercising the kind of discipline that is expected from you, and yes, protecting the dignity and the image of the things that you represent. Sincerity. I think I'm pretty much sincere with my words because I don't know, I don't like pretentious people in the first place, so it's kind of hypocritical if I try not to be sincere with everything. So as much as I can with everything that I do, I try to be as sincere as possible, like with schoolwork, for example, with the activities and tasks that I have in the Corps of Cadets and all that. Courtesy. Right. Courtesy we can observe every day, everywhere. Like with a simple greeting to your teachers, for example, or saying hi to your professors and the workers at school, not necessarily just the professors, but the workers like the janitors, for example, and greeting your mates, like your friends or your classmates. Like that's a form of courtesy, right? Amiability. Alright, so most of the time people would think I'm intimidating because I speak English, but I'm really not. Like I try to be as approachable as possible, and I try to blend with the crowd that I'm in, and I try to sort of put my both feet on the ground no matter what. And I think like that's what really matters, as long as you're kind of being genuine with the things that you do and the things that you say, and people will approach you like sort of freely and not afraid of anything that you're about to judge them or something. Yeah, I think that's being amiable. That will be all.
Personally, I can say that these model values of the PhilSCA is one of the main things that drive a student in order to become excellent. Patriotism, honesty, integrity, loyalty, sincerity, courtesy, and amiability. These are all values of someone who wishes to excel in this world where human interaction is a must. So in my daily life, I try to apply it as much as I can, especially the honesty and integrity part. That's very important for students.
Sa tingin ko paano ba siya na-apply? Kasi we have different core values, no? We have patriotism, honesty, integrity, loyalty, sincerity, courage, and amiability. I think by simply doing these different core values, for example, di ba yung pagiging patriotism, pag-attend lang natin ng flag sem, ganyan, ginagawa natin yung mga dapat natin gawin. Honesty, pagpunta pa, hindi lang sa co-faculties, pati sa mga students, at saka sa mga admins namin. Tapos, integrity siguro, sa bawat ginagawa ko, dito siguro pinaninindigan ko siya. Okay? And when it comes to loyalty, Definitely, Diyos ko. I've been teaching for almost 4 years. Okay, and uh, sincerity, same thing. Okay, pati sa mga ginagawa, lalo na especially sa teaching. Sobrang sincere. Feel ko naman sincere naman ako sa pag-teach. Hanggang sa courage. Definitely, courage. Kailangan yan. Kailangan ko kasi as a teacher, ang dami ibang uri ng estudyante. Kaya feel ko na, lalo yung pinaka-courage, siguro yun yung isa sa mga na-apply ko. And amiability, definitely feel ko naman. uh, yeah, I mean, maayos naman yung pakikitungo ko sa ibang tao, especially sa students, tsaka sa mga other faculties and admins dito sa school. So, ina-apply ko siya by just doing the things na sa tingin ko tama.
How do I apply these core values in my personal life? Actually, I apply most of the core values in my personal life, such as loyalty, honesty, integrity, sincerity, courage, saka amiability. So, in order for you to have harmony with the people around you or people related to your personal, you should have those core values itself. So that's how I apply my personal values, or core values. Field in the report. Right? So patriotism, you should be patriotizing our country, Philippines, then the department itself. Kasi kung hindi siya sa department itself, wala ako dito. Yun. Then, honesty, we should be honest all the time. Lalo na kapag yung situation na kailangan na, kahit kailangan mo magsinungaling, pero mas gusto mo pa rin magsabi ng katotohanan kasi nga, it will save you from many challenges. Then, integrity. So, most of the time, when we are working, lalo na sa government, we should work with the highest integrity. Then, loyalty. We should be loyal to our department. Kasi, bihira lang ang mga instructors or mga teachers or mga government employee na loyal sa mismong pinagkatrabaho nila. Maganda pa yun. So, courage yan. Sincerity, amiable, yan. Dapat yan, ina-apply talaga siya sa
Okay, how do I apply it? Of course, very simple. Being a faculty members and or let's say employee, you have to be a good administrator. At the same time, faculty members, you have to apply your knowledge, especially in teaching. Teaching students is not easy task, but then you have to be dedicated or devoted in your responsibilities so that you can be a good employee and faculty members. Being a Filscanyan, you should always be honest, no? Especially in teaching, of course to yourself, and then devote your time to your students. No? I think that's one. No? And then another one is integrity. You should always give yourself, no? to perform your duties and responsibilities, no? On time. No? And then another one is the responsibility. You have to be responsible, especially in your assigned designation and task. And then be always on time. Do not be late because time is gold. Okay. That's what I will apply core values to my personal life and to this institution.
Yung sa core values, dati ginagamit natin is yung sa acronym ng PhilSCA. So since nagkaroon tayo ng bagong administration, nakita niya na mas magkakaroon tayo ng effective and efficient graduates kapag pinalitan natin into more constructive way na may papakita talaga ng bawat estudyante. Ito ay ang integrity, academic excellence, and community and industry-centered. Bagong approve lang to ng PhilSCA Board of Trustees, hindi pa man to totally na-disseminate, pero it was already favorably approved by the PhilSCA Board of Trustees last December 6, 2008 at CHED, Quezon City. So, bakit ito para saan ito? Para maipakita na talagang masasabi talaga natin na ang mga graduates ng PhilSCA, unang-una may integrity. Kasi yun yung isa sa kailangan ng mga kapag mag-a-apply ka ng trabaho, even nag-aaral pa lang. Kasi integrity ang isa sa pinaka-importante at pinaka-kailangan pagyamanin ng bawat estudyante. Pagdating naman sa academic excellence, syempre alam naman natin, especially the aeronautical engineering, nandun tayo sa top. So kailangan natin pagbutihan pagdating natin sa academics. Not only the aeronautical engineering, but also the other courses. Kaya ang ginagawa, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga accreditations or other certifications para talaga ma-strengthen yung academic side ng ating school. At ang pangatlo, the community and industry-centered. Kasi kapag napagbuti natin ang integrity ng bawat estudyante, pag napaganda natin ang academic aspect ng bawat estudyante, doon natin maipapakita na talagang magiging world-class and globally competitive ang ating mga estudyante. Siyempre, pag sinabi natin globally competitive, hindi lamang ito dun sa komunidad na kinaaniban natin. Pero siyempre, kailangan pa rin natin ipakita na ang bawat estudyante, pag lumabas ng PhilSCA, marunong makisalamuha, marunong makibagay, marunong ipakita kung ano talaga yung pinag-aralan nila. And especially the industry-centered. Kasi, importante ang may alam ka. Importante ang may integrity ka. Kasi kapag wala ka ng mga yon, hindi mo maipapakita at hindi ka mag-explore o hindi ka magiging productive dun sa company. Lalo na ngayon, ang hinahanap ng mga companies natin, not only the aviation industry, kahit anong industry pa yan, ang kadalasan ang number one na hinahanap nila is the attitude. Wherein maipapakita mo kung ano yung integridad mo bilang isang tao, bilang isang empleyado at bilang mamamayan ng Pilipinas. At yung talino mo, hindi naman totally talinong to the point na talagang sobrang talino mo na. Pero yung alam mo kung ano yung pinag-aralan mo, alam mo kung paano mag-troubleshoot ng problema pag nandun ka na sa company mo, at alam mo kung paano mo pagagalawin yung mismong trabaho mo. Kasi kapag hindi mo talaga pinag-focus dun sa academics, or hindi ka nagkaroon ng knowledge kung dun sa college mo, mahihirapan ka dun sa mga problems or kung trials na nandun sa papasukan mo. So, yun. Siguro yung una yung pagiging magpakatotoo ka lang. Tapos, ipakita mo talaga na magkakaroon ka talaga ng sarili mong interpretasyon kung paano ang isang PhilScanians or PhilScans, sabi nga nila. Doon naman sa pagiging academic excellence, siguro dahil isa din akong instructor, nagtuturo din naman ako dito, so ibinibigay ko yung hindi lamang on academic aspect, kundi kung paano yung gagawin o maitutulong ng subject na yun kapag nagtrabaho na sila, wherein maiko-connect mo na siya sa community and industry. Kasi hindi lamang yung academics yung nandun sa classroom. Kailangan ipakita mo din sa mga estudyante kung ano yung tunay na buhay after nilang makagraduate. Kung ano yung kailangan nila o pwede nilang i-apply na maiko-connect mo sa isang subject. Minsan yan sabi ko doon sa estudyante ko nung nagtuturo ako before sa programming. Programming is just a program kung titingnan natin. Pero minsan sinabihan ko siya habang gumagawa siya ng program, binigyan ko siya ng set, tinititigan lang niya yung program. So ang ginawa ko, sabi ko lang sa kanya, words of encouragement para sa program na pwede mo ring ma-connect sa tunay na buhay. Ang sabi ko sa kanya, ang problema, kapag tinitigan mo, hindi mo masosolve yan. Ang problema, dapat ginagawa mo ng action. So kung titingnan natin, the problem na sinasabi ko, it's not only the problem that I give during the programming subject, but also on the true value or kung dun sa katotohanan ng buhay paglabas mo ng college. So, dapat kinoconnect mo din, So, siguro, yun yung isa sa way ko na pag-a-apply ng mga ganun na pwede mo nating sabihin na ma-adapt natin kapag nandun na sila sa community at saka sa industry.
Honestly, only a select few of these values can be found in every Philscanian. I think there's a patriot in every one of us. There's a loyal person in every one of us. We just sometimes fail to do it selectively. It's selective loyalty, which is perfectly normal. A lot of us are sincere, most of us actually, and courteous. It's a Filipino core value to be courteous to the people in your surroundings. You shouldn't be rude. You should always, be sociable. Amiability. That's one of the things that makes a Philscanian who they are. Agreeability, basically. A Philscanian is easily influenced, I guess, by tropa, groups of friends. But one thing I really fail to see in everyone here in Philsca is honesty and integrity. A lot of people in Philsca openly brag about cheating as if it was a good thing, as if it was something we should all embody. But that's not the case, and I don't see the honesty and integrity in most people here. But the rest, I can most definitely say we have.
To be honest, not all of this. I see patriotism a bit, mostly during flag ceremony and ROTC and stuff like that. But if you throw garbage wherever you go, like on the streets or on the sides or whatever, that's not really being patriotic, right? Honesty, well, a lot of students cheat, and I'm not pro that, so I think that's not being honest so much. But integrity, yes, because Philscanians for some reason are very proud that they are Philscanians. Like, they bring this name with honor and dignity, and as a first year student, I'm not very sure how that is, but I see that a lot. Like, wearing your uniform with pride is something. Loyalty, I'm not sure. Probably, yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't really have a concrete basis for this, but I think so. Because, loyalty to your institution, I guess, or loyalty to your loved ones, which I'm not really relatable. Okay, sincerity. Okay, I see this with some professors, like how sincere they are with their teaching, with how they deliver the lesson, with how they try to fulfill their job and the roles and all that. I see, like, the kind of hard work that they put and the kind of effort that they exert onto their teaching is, I see it like as a very noble and sincere job. Courtesy, sometimes, yes, but with some students, they're not really that courteous, but for some, yes, they are very respectful. Amiability, yes, I see this so much, a lot, because like in Philsca, everybody knows everybody else, and that's kind of weird, but that's also a positive thing, right? Because people are friendly and people get together and like department to department and all those stuff. So I think, yeah, we see amiability. So I think we find most of this, we observe most of this with our students, but some of this, yeah, we seldom see as well.
Point of view, patriotism not. To be honest not. Yeah, why? Kasi madami sa atin ngayon na ang pagdating nga lang ng flag ceremony, yung kinakatamaran ko. Yeah. Then bukod doon, yung sincerity. Kasi some of the students are not sincere and some of the employees too are not sincere in some instances.
Just to be true, no, hindi naman natin pwedeng sabihin na lahat. Okay. Pero hindi ko rin sinasabi na wala. So may mga core values tayo na pwede natin sabihin na i-apply ng mga students natin or pwede natin makita sa mga Philscanian at meron din mga hindi. For example, yung patriotism. Kasi sa mga students natin, may mga ibang hindi umattend ng flag sem. Pero may mga umattend. Okay? For example na lang din yung sa mga yung sa mga gamit natin sa school, paggamit ng CR, no? Merong mga gumagamit ng maayos, pero meron din syempre hindi. So, we can say na 50-50. It can be seen by some of the students, pero meron din hindi.
Most actually, I can attest myself as one of the Philscanians. So, being a Philscanian, you should always show to others that you can perform very well, no? And then show that this institution is really the the leading aeronautical institution, or the number one aeronautical school. As a proof, actually we have already top again the World Aeronautical World Engineering exam, no? For the fourth time around. Again, we are the top notcher. So I can I can I can say that Vilscanyan is really the best.
Po naman. Kasi sa point na masasabi natin, ang mga estudyante natin may integrity. May sariling salitayan. May words of ang masasabi yung talagang paninindigan sa sinasabi natin. Kasi kapag sinabi mo kasi integrity, kung ano, gagawin mo kung ano yung alam mong tama at alam mo kung ano yung paninindigan mong tama. Sa academics, wala nang ano doon, wala nang question doon. Wala na akong masasabi doon. Hindi lang aero, kundi lahat ng courses. Kasi marami na rin ako nakitang estudyante sa tanagal ko na ding pag-stay sa PhilSCA. Sa community and industry, ang dami ko na ding nahawakan estudyante na talagang nag-excel sila on their own ways. Na hindi nila left out kung ano yung natutunan nila sa PhilSCA, ano yung naranasan nila sa PhilSCA na nagamit nila habang nagtatrabaho sila. Dahil nga sa paghawak ko na rin ng mga organizations, so mismo sila ang nag-i-inform sa akin o nagbabalita sa akin na sir ganito na po ako, sir ganito na. Marami po akong yung mga natutunan ko na binigay mo, yung mga advice na binigay ng mga instructors or yung mga nakita namin, na-adapt po namin sa pag-graduate namin dito sa trabaho namin. So, tingin ko lahat, hindi man, sabihin natin, hindi man lahat, pero majority of the students and the graduates of PhilSCA, kahit hindi pa man nababago ang core values, ay ginagampanan nila o ina-adapt na nila or sila mismo ini-implement, kumbaga, sinasabuhay na nila yung core values bago pa man natin i-strengthen yung mismo core values.
Philscanians specifically, I think that the one fundamental thing that you have to remember is that when you wear your uniform or when you wear your ID, you're not just wearing your identity, you're wearing a name. You're bringing the name of your institution. And I mean, that's, if you look at it from the actual right perspective, that is so much to bear. And I think that's one thing that we always have to remember. Like, for example, it's sort of like working with the school, working with the administration, working with the government, and fulfilling your roles as a student. Like, you always have to remember that you're carrying the name of an institution and you have to give it like as much justice as you can, because the institution is doing like at least as much as it can for you. And I think it should be like a mutual exchange of effort. So you also have to bear in mind dignity and integrity and courtesy and all those stuff. Yeah.
It's quite easy actually.
My motto in life
Force
is
the non-cheating rules
enjoy
as
life
strictly
and be
as you can. So in every little way, the professors try to do this by imposing special rules, by making seating arrangements, by making sure the test papers or the test questions are ones that the students can answer when they solicit the help of others during the test. It's one way of preventing cheating, but honesty and integrity are core values. They're not just found in cheating or in tests or in exams. They're values that you can develop over the course of a lifetime, basically. So in order for a Philscanian to have these two values, the values that I don't normally see in a Philscanian, we have to make an environment where these values are merited, where they're rewarded with, things that are relevant to the students.
I think first of all, siguro dapat manggaling yun sa admin. Down to the faculties, orientation, kasi dapat alam din ng admins natin, down to the faculties, and eventually, yung mga faculties natin, syempre siguro sila na yung mga faculties na yung mag-i-impart sa mga bata natin. Sila na yung mag-orient, sila na yung mag-explain kung ano ba dapat talaga yung isang Philscanian.
Actually, core values is a guide for an institution or individual to do what is right or if they are taking the right track. So kumbaga, para magawa natin to kailangan yung mismong mga empleyado or yung mismong empleyado dito is ina-apply nila para yung mga nakikita, kung ano yung nakikita sa empleyado, yun yung kakopyahin ng mga estudyante. Sa madaling sabi, experiential way.
Okay. The first thing to do is we have to be united. We have to work as one, as a team, as a group, and as PhilSCA.
Sa mga students ng PhilSCA, ang masasabi ko, just enjoy the stay. Mag-aral mabuti, syempre yun lang naman talaga yung number one. Kung talagang hindi maiwasan na magkaroon ng deficiencies, buhay estudyante talaga. Pero ang laging iisipin na kung ano man yung matututunan dito, doblehin pa nila at i-interpret nila on other way. Kasi not all the subjects talaga, alam naman natin yun, not all the subjects ay magagamit natin pagdating ng nagtatrabaho na tayo. Pero ang iisipin nila dapat, kung ano yung mas malalim na meaning o mas malalim na kayang ituro ng subject na yon. For example, the humanities. Nagturo ako sa Aero ng humanities, art appreciation. Art appreciation is not really visible pag nandun ka na sa industry. Pero kung titingnan natin, lahat ng bagay, even design, mag-design ka ng aeroplano, gumamit ka ng ganito, gumamit ka ng ganyan, it's a part of art. So you should know how to appreciate everything. Hindi lang yung mismong subject ang gagawin mo na pinaggawa ka ng ganito, pinag-drawing ka, but the concept of appreciating the art. Not really the subject itself, but dun sa mas malalim na meaning nung subject na itinuturo. Yun ang dapat mas palalimin ng mga estudyante para mas magamit nila kapag nakagraduate sila. So, sa mga estudyante ng PhilSCA, God bless sa inyong lahat. Not really good luck kasi good luck always have a bad luck. So, mas maganda sigurong sabihin na sa mga estudyante, God bless and enjoy the stay here in PhilSCA.
My motto in life is ignorance is bliss. What you don't know doesn't hurt you or can't hurt you. Whatever. Yeah, ignorance is bliss. That's it.
My life principle, fake it till you make it. I mean, I'm not smart, but I managed to be.
My motto in life is don't do unto others what you don't want to do unto.
Actually, I have no motto in life. I have my philosophy in life. Tagalog is Tagalog. Kung kaya mo, may paraan. At kung gusto mo, may paraan. Kung ayaw mo, maraming dahilan. Yun lang yung aking philosophy.
Yung motto ko sa buhay is live your life to the fullest as if it is the last day of your life. Kasi masasabi natin kasi doon na kapag inisip mo sa sarili mo na yun na yung magagawa, yun yung pinakalas. Gagawin mo kung ano yung sa tingin mo na pinakakailangan mong gawin. Kailangan mong gawin yung tama na para makapag-contribute ka sa pinapasukan mong trabaho, sa mga taong nasa paligid mo. Kasi kapag gano'n ang ginawa mo, lahat ng kabutihan o lahat ng pwedeng kakayahan na kaya mong gawin, yun yung ibibigay mo para masabi mo talaga na in-enjoy mo yung buhay mo. Kasi kapag hindi mo na-enjoy yung buhay mo, pagdating sa dulo, yun yung dadating yung point na pagsisisihan mo na lang na bakit hindi ko to ginawa, bakit hindi ako nagganto. So para sa akin, yun yung pinaka-the best motto na mai-adapt ko sa sarili ko. Na i-enjoy mo yung sarili mo, gawin mo yung pinaka-the best mo para sa sarili mo at para sa taong nakapaligid sa'yo.